Hi everyone, welcome to another episode of Merry Games with You. Today, I will tell you 5 good reasons why you should locate your main base between the Meadows biome and the Black Forest biome, near to the water with the Mountain Biome not far away to the rear. If you are lucky, having a swamp nearby too would be even better. Then I will show you how we constructed the base and take a look at the current state of the base. Okay, why here? There are several reasons, but I will begin with the most important one. The base will be where I rear wolves. Wolves are very important in the game. I use them mainly for meat, and wolf meat can be made into cooked wolf meat, wolf jerky or wolf skewer. All good food sources, with wolf skewer being very good. The wolf also gives other resources like wolf fang, wolf pelt and wolf trophy. All useful items that can be used to make weapons or armor like the wolf armor and wolf fur cape. Wearing just the wolf fur cape or wolf chest armor will protect you from the freezing temperatures of the mountain biome, but the full set will give you more protection against the mobs in the mountain biome as well. If you can make the armor, it would save you making a lot of frost resistance meat, and only use the meat for emergencies like when you die and have to return to retrieve your loot. Wolves are only found in the mountain biome and are much harder to tame. Once they are tamed, you can tell them to follow you or to stop following you. That means you can run back a pair to your base to start breeding them for meat and other drops. Wolves make good companions that could help you out in a fight, but you don't want to lose such valuable animals running them back to your base the first time. And it is possible they can get killed by a troll or too many dwarf attacks if the run back is too long. Once you have a constant supply of wolves, losing a few here and there will not hurt as much. However, when it comes to choosing mountain biomes, you will have to be fussy. Mountain biomes can be very different. Some are very small, with only a patch of snow. Others are medium-sized, maybe with a few drakes and a wolf or two. You should look for one that is large, having several drake nests and a lot of obsidian nodes. And most importantly, you can at least hear the howl of a wolf near the border of the biome. This is why my main base is located here. The mountain nearby has a wolf spawn near the border between the mountain biome and the Black Forest biome. I tamed and bred some wolves at the edge of the Black Forest biome and brought 3 back here when the wolf enclosure was ready. And even though it was close, one wolf still died on the way back. So always keep spares at the location you tame the wolves at in case they die. You can always go back and get more or breed some more. I will show the taming process in another video. The second reason it is a good idea to have your base here is resources. You don't have to make a portal to get to the meadows or to go to the Black Forest. You are already here. And resources you need to make food, potions and some gears are near at hand. Not to mention having lots of copper and tin at your doorstep. But we also have lots of access to different wood types here. Wood, core wood and fine wood. And the meadows side of the base will allow us to plant and harvest the trees that give us these wood types in relative safety. This saves us plenty of time and makes playtime less hectic and more enjoyable. Besides wood, there's a good supply of necks here, as well as deer. Although we have access to better food resources from the swamp, there is no harm having a lot of the lower tier foods to sustain us while we potter around the base or as we explore relatively safer zones. These food types are still very useful. The boar farm we have here has 1-star boars, which give us a sufficient supply of boar meat. We found the 1-star boar at this spot, but you could easily run any boar back to the base using fences and stairs to get them into the farm if you don't manage to find a starred boar. With the vertical farm method, you'll still have plenty of meat. It would just take a little bit longer to get the amount you want. Luckily, there are lots of fish in the water in front of the base too, including trollfish. There's raspberries, blueberries, thistle, and dandelion nearby. We'll still need portals to a swamp and elsewhere. But if you are lucky enough to find a swamp nearby as well, then that is even better. Swamps have a lot of useful resources there too. The fourth important reason to be located here is access to the water. By being near to the water, we don't need to make a long and tedious run back to the base after returning by boat with metals. That can be a hassle, as you may have to make several trips if you have a lot of them. Plus, being close to the water also means more birds at night or during a storm that you could hunt for feathers. The next reason for building here is because wood and stone is plentiful. The Black Forest has many large stone nodes as well as core wood you can harvest to make walls and stairs for the base. The Meadows have several large stones lying about as well. It is also possible to make a wood and stone farm by building around the grey dwarf nest nearby. I will cover that in a later video as well. The last reason, and perhaps a not so unimportant reason, is that I love the views that both the water and meadows and Black Forest give in combination with each other. Playing Valheim is not just about killing monsters. It is also about chilling and feeling relaxed as you craft or build. The music around the meadows and the Black Forest is nice too, adding to the in-game mood you might like to have as you chill after a tough boss fight or after a long exploratory trip. Okay, let's take a look at how we built the base and what it looks like. I began building this base after defeating the Elder and when I started to obtain iron from the swamps. The main reason for this was to give me access to stone and iron, as the stone cutter needs 2 iron, 10 wood and 4 stone. One of the reasons Lever and I chose this spot is because we found a 1-star boar here. So after we got it trapped, tamed and started breeding it with a few others, we started terraforming the area. I wanted to build the base right between the Black Forest and the Meadows biomes. We started with cutting down trees and leveling the area either by raising dirt or lowering parts that were too high. This created a steeper slope to the front that was facing the water, with a flat area to the back facing the mountain that would give us flat areas to farm or build. We also raised some dirt walls in preparation for the boars and wolves that would occupy them. Then we used core wood to build the skeleton of the building, starting with the animal farm part of the base, from the ground up to the top level, where the breeding threesomes would be housed. Then we used wood for the floors, walls and roof. Next we raised another dirt wall to enclose and offer protection to the workshop part of the base. This raised dirt wall would also serve as a surface to build a hearth on the second level of the workshop section of the base to serve as the bedroom with a hearth. The floor above the bedroom could serve as an extra storage space, or we could place a few portals there in future. The hearth at this third level is supported by stone pillars. The roof of the base will hold the beehives, but I may move them down to the ground level at some point so it will be easier to harvest. The ground level room is the workshop and kitchen. Let's look at what the base is like today. It will continue to be developed as new pieces are available or resources increase. But I am pretty happy with it for now, even though it needs more stonework added. This is the workshop and kitchen. On one side is the workshop with a workbench and forge and various upgrades. The kitchen is on the other with a hearth, cooking stations and a cauldron. I placed 2 fermenters on the workshop side as space is tight. The portal in here leads back to the first pig farm base. I will expand this section later as we have more benches to add in the future. Let's look at the lower pens for the animals. This is where the wolves are kept, and I've built some extra storage by the side here to store more important items. The other side has the boars. See how deep the pens are? This is to ensure that even when they are quite full, it won't impact the breeding going on above. On the outside, we have a large open area. The building housing the portals is temporary, as I plan to place the portals elsewhere, or build another extension to house the most important portals, that is the ones I always want to be up. The vegetable plot is temporary too, as I will likely move it to the other end of the flat area. I have some storage next to the wall for less important materials like stone, wood and seeds. This area will be where I'm planting in the future. The area below will have spare wolves, bred for hunting or base defense. I've reinforced the thick wall with dirt as mobs kept breaking them down and created a lip of dirt in front of the gate for the same reason. Our harbour is down that way if you follow the paved road. The steep sides of the base will keep the trolls a safe distance away. This staircase that goes down only uses the stairs build piece so animals can go up and down if we need to move them about. Okay, let's check out where the breeding animals are and see how they are set up. There are 3 each for boar and wolf breeding, as that seems to be the best number. There's enough room to throw the animals their food, with some short walls to help the food fall in the correct spot. I've used a wood roof cross to decorate the walls as protection, but still allow me to view what is outside, as drakes can attack the base now during the cold wind blows from the mountains event? Well, let's take a look at the bedroom. 2 beds have been placed, which I will upgrade to the dragon bed soon. There are some chests and decorations on the floor and on the walls, using valuables and trophies. There are balconies from which arrows can be shot, or just to enjoy the view. On level 3, I have placed an emergency portal ready to be used, but I may turn this into another bedroom. 2 dragon beds are one too many for that one room below. I have more improvements to the base plan in the future. Do come back and see how it goes. Well, that's it for today. Thanks for staying to the end of the video. Hope you enjoyed it. If you have, smash that subscribe button and notification bell. Bye everyone! See you next time!